I wanted to talk about something that doesn't get talked about as much in the self improvement space, and that is the role of psychotherapists in each single person's trajectory. Why I say this is because a lot of you have heard about the importance of removing limiting beliefs, going back to conditioning, rewiring your conditioning. You will hear that online. But what I found interesting is it almost never works if you do it by yourself. So I'll give you an example. There's a creator, for example, Julian himself, where he gives you exercises to do yourself. When I compare doing exercises such as speaking to the unconscious, this is especially relevant to remove limiting beliefs and to rewire your conditioning about your behaviors, how you view the world. So when I would sit down with YouTube content online and do it myself, I wouldn't feel as engaged. And what I mean by this is when you're working with a therapist, and it might take a few to actually get to a good one. So don't be discouraged on the first few 5, maybe the first 10. Just literally keep on going until you find the good therapist. But it has to be a psychotherapist, because psychotherapists actually deal with the unconscious mind. But psychologists, they work with the conscious mind. Cognitive behavioral therapy, that involves more of the conscious mind. So when I just had a session today with a psychotherapist, and we delved into clearing some emotions. Now, this is especially relevant for highly ambitious people that feel weighed down by their emotions. They know they shouldn't listen. They should discipline themselves, You always hear online, take action despite how you feel. But there's a very important nuance here. When you feel emotions like shame or sadness, they should just come and go. What does that mean? Just like thoughts. When thoughts come, they don't stay there every hour. The next thought comes. So that's the same for emotions. It's fleeting. But when an emotion actually affects your psyche, it affects your overall well-being, that's how you know that it needs to be processed, that it's reached the bucket and it needs to return to baseline. And you have to process emotions, and I believe that can only be done with a psychotherapist. You can't do it yourself, because you're the person facing. Think of it like this: you're the person that's facing these issues and problems. So it's like it's like running up a mountain with no energy, so poor sleep, and then you have 10-kilogram handcuffs on your ankles. So my point there is it's extremely difficult. That's why with a psychotherapist, it's much more effective, and effective in the means of it's much quicker, and you feel much more safe as well. And the results prove. After coming from that session, I actually recorded this video today. As you can see by my content, I've been very inconsistent. That's because I'm weighed down by this shame. I've missed 2 days, and you feel this shame here, all these thoughts, and it creates me this emotion, and it's just prevented me from taking action consistently, because there's this thing weighing me down, and it's for a lot of people. So right now, before I recorded this video, I have all these actions I know I need to do, network with people, all these different tasks. And I didn't want to do them for the past 6 months. And I've avoided it. And now, after clearing those emotions, I feel light and clear. And I feel like more in control. Control. And that's the main takeaway out of all of this work with a psychotherapist. You feel more in control, and that's because there's less weight holding you down. I never said it won't be hard. You will experience hard. time you'll experience hard. But you come from a very stable baseline where you can be like, oh wow, I can handle this now. I feel my system. I can actually handle this now. Okay, experience the hardness. How does the fear feel? Okay, experience that. Take some deep breaths. Where do you feel it in the body? And be fascinated by it. Think of it like a story, like, oh wow, I'm facing this challenge. I wonder how Oliver's going to go through this. Just sit there, observe, and then take the action. Think of your higher self. What would he do? Take the action. So, that brings me on to the conclusion. Taking action that is imperfect, that is messy, is okay. And remember, it's okay to be unmotivated. It's okay to feel lazy. It's okay to feel like you're behind. It's okay to have so much shame with yourself that you feel like you hate yourself. It's okay. There's nothing wrong with you. Do not let them weigh you down. Re-watch this video, slow it down, ask me any questions on the YouTube comments, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.